If you're a man who wants to say no to dad bod for good, this video is for you. Intermittent fasting gets labeled as either smart or a scam. But stick with me because by the end of this video, I'll show you the one adjustment that makes it actually works for your life, not against it. Let's get into it. First, I want to talk about why intermittent fasting or IF feels like it should work, but it doesn't. What the problem is. A lot of guys try IF and still end the day starving. They do everything by the book, and yet they're miserable by nighttime. Why the problem exists? Most IF advice assumes everyone gets hungry the same way. It tells you when to eat, but not when you actually get hungry. When I first tried intermittent fasting, I followed the standard setup. I ate my first meal about 4 hours after waking, then a second meal about 8 hours after that, and even though I technically ate twice, I was still hungry at the end of the day. What I later realized is this. For me personally, I don't get truly hungry until later in the day. And this is no matter what I eat earlier. For you, it might look different. Some guys eat early and feel hungry all day. Some guys eat multiple meals and still snack at night. Some guys think they just have no discipline. Different experiences, same issue. You're not listening to hunger patterns. You're following a clock. So at this point, a lot of guys don't quit fasting. They tighten the rules some more. And then that leads to the second problem. Really quick, if you're getting value, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more men who need this message. Next, I want to talk about why strict IF windows cause yo-yoing and binges. What the problem is, guys try to follow exact fasting windows and then end up binging. They skip meals one day, then lose control the next. Why the problem exists? They jump straight into advanced fasting without giving their body time to adapt. I tried to do IF by strictly obeying the time windows, with no flexibility and no progression. And what happened was predictable. I would skip lunch one day, then binge the next. For me, skipping lunch was the hardest part of progressing IF, so I kept yo-yoing back and forth. For you, it might feel like energy crashes at work, overeating at night, feeling good fasting one day and wrecked the next. Different roadblocks, same root cause. Guys treat IF like a rule instead of a skill to be trained. And this is where most people decide if IF is either a scam or they just blame themselves. But here comes the truth. Now let's talk about what you came for, the real truth about intermittent fasting and how to make it actually work. What the real problem is. IF isn't failing you, you're just forcing your life to fit the fast instead of building the fast around your life. Why this problem exists? Internet fitness pushes extremes. 1 meal a day or OMAD, perfect time windows, no flexibility. But real life doesn't work that way. I finally stopped asking what's the best IF schedule and started asking what works with my job, my hunger, and my energy. So if you work a desk job like me, it's easier to fast longer. But say if you have a high movement job, you'll probably need fueling throughout the day. Or if you work a night shift, that's different meal timing altogether. I also started progressing hour by hour instead of jumping levels. As a beginner, I worked on skipping breakfast only. When I was intermediate, I skipped lunch when I could. And at the advanced level, OMAD or 1 meal a day, this is what I do now, but this is only after having mastered dealing with my hunger throughout the day. I used black coffee in the morning, I stayed hydrated all day, and no matter what, I hit my protein. How life is better now. Fat loss without white knuckling, no late night hunger, no binge restrict cycles. IF feels calm instead of stressful. For you, it might look like predictable energy, better work performance, sustainable fat loss, muscle retention, different benefits, same solution. Everything improves when fasting matches your schedule. So the core message that ties all this together is this. Intermittent fasting isn't smart or a scam, it's just simply a tool. And tools only work when they're built around your life. That about wraps up this video. Wanted to thank you so much for watching. If this video has inspired you to take action, and if you want help building fat loss habits around your schedule, the 5-day Manusog Reset walks you through food timing, hunger control, and protein without extreme rules. Links in the description if you're ready. Tagalog sign off, iayon mo ang plano sa buhay mo, hindi ang buhay mo sa plano, which means fit the plan to your life, not your life to the plan. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.